Even though Thomas Jefferson and other of the founding fathers were slave owners, did you know that when they wrote the Declaration of Independence, the fabulous Declaration of Independence that said that men were born with inalienable rights, right? The fabulous Declaration of Independence that proclaimed that they had the right to certain things, right? This same wonderful, wonderful document, right, that ends with all of these poetic words, right? Life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. They were talking out both sides of their bodies, mouth and butt. And I'm gonna give you an example why. When they wrote that, they wrote, and I will quote it. They said, and this was them speaking about the king, he has waged cruel war against human nature itself, violating its most sacred rights of life and liberty in the persons of a distant people who never offended him. He's talking about slaves, captivating and carrying them into slavery in another hemisphere, or to incur miserable death in their transportation. This piratical warfare, right? That's what they called it. The oppressor, the infidel of powers, the king, as not only did he bring them over here, this is what, and I'm paraphrasing now, he has prostituted his negative for suppressing each legislative attempt or to prohibit or to restrain this execrable commerce, and that this assembly of horrors might want no fact of distinguished die. Basically, all of the old English stuff aside, what he was saying is, you bought slaves over here and told us to suppress them. And now, because Britain had decided that slavery was illegal, you want to encourage the slaves to rise up against us and murder the very people who you put over them. So in one way, they were condemning the king for creating slavery and then justifying their rule or their power over the slave by saying that it's still their right to hold these slaves and you shouldn't be turning those slaves against us.